Well, I remember the moment when I was thinking about that accidents involving trays toppling over, and when I thought about it and came up with the invention of Safetray, I literally leapt out of my chair and I knew that I had to commercialise that invention. When I first started, I had some savings from a previous business that I'd had, an events business, but I didn't have a lot of money as an entrepreneur. So rather than pay for services, I gave away a share of equity in return for services from a product design consultancy. And that really helped to boost the business at a critical early stage and get us moving forward really quickly at that time. Latterly, recently, I just closed an investment round, so I sold a share of equity in return for funds, and that is going to help us grow the business exponentially over the next 3 years. Well, now my bosses, my customers and my clients and to a certain extent the staff that I'm taking on and the other board members, they're my bosses, and I think that's the best way to look at your own business. It's always good to be serving someone, but it's good to be serving your customers. I think it's a really good thing. And there's so much freedom in having your own business and an incredible amount of pride that comes in having started something from nothing and then taking it to be a global product and to be able to employ people and all the wonderful feelings of satisfaction that brings. I would say that the most important thing to remember in business is belief in what you're trying to do and never lose focus of that. And if you're really determined to do something, then there's always a way, even at times when everything seems disastrous and there's maybe problems with production if it's a product, or there's major problems with customers if it's a service. Everybody goes through those really dark times in business. That's just part of it. But it's to keep that belief and to keep finding solutions to problems, and you'll always find a way. I'm already exporting Safetray. We sell to companies in America, in Canada, in United Arab Emirates, and we have plans to go all over the world because it is a truly global product. It is tricky export. You've got to be aware of a lot of different legal systems. You have to be aware of the importance of logistics, because what you don't want to happen is your customers to have a bad experience in whatever market you're going to commercialize. But the belief that export is more risky than just sticking to your own domestic market is not true in my experience. I would say that it's been less risky for my business, and the decision to split our stock in two and send half of it to America was perhaps the best decision I ever made in Safetray. So I would say anybody thinking about export, certainly research as you would do your own domestic market, but don't be scared just because of some of the scary things you hear. It really is possible, and there's a lot of support available in the UK, offered by the government even, to help you export.